Welcome back to Fighter Crypto. My name is Chase, level 1 CMT and full-time trader. Let's get right to the coin of the day, Chainlink. We're going to look at the weekly chart, look at where we closed, where we could be going, targets to the upside, to the downside, and everything in between. Then we'll look at a little bit of historical data, show you what to look for to know when we can stop moving up. When the hell is it, right? Chainlink's been on a hell of a tear, even last week, closing the highest weekly candle all the way back since March of 2022, right? We had to go back to this candle. That's our highest weekly close since here. That was really our kind of our only bounce in the bear market, the early bear market of March of last year, before sending it down lower and to our sideways consolidation of 500 plus days. Now we've broken out of that. So when could we possibly see some exhaustion or a chill in Chainlink? Well, we don't have the signs yet, at least on the weekly chart. So zooming in here, again, we've closed 1, 2, 3, and 4 consecutive weekly candles outside the upper Bollinger Band, so prices are high by definition, but we could still continue higher as long as you see this lower Bollinger Band not continue to close. So update on this weekly close, depending on where we go in price this week, right? This will update. You could see a little bit of a hinge in here, right? That is a little bit of an early warning sign that we're showing some signs of getting tired, at least on this initial move up. Now, where could we go if we come back down? Say it's this week, next week, whenever week we come back down. You want to first and foremost on these big moves up, and I would say this is a big move higher because 500 plus days of consolidation, right? Getting hammered down here, right? This is a breakout, so you're looking for a bullish retest, also known as a throwback to this level. So somewhere between, roughly $10 area, right? Or to the low side, maybe 9, right? You can see this low wick, right? You want to look at all these closing prices to do that, right? You just look at the peaks and the valleys, but we only really have one closing peak there. So we potentially see a wick come back in this zone, but you can see no closing prices above that. So this is the breakout zone, and very often you're going to come back and retest that and like I said, it's known as a throwback. It's a bullish retest. So if you see prices come down, don't lose hope. That's your sign to, throw the bird to the bears and say you're loading up on the bull train and goodbye, right? That's usually probably going to be your last moment. As long as that holds, right? And your risk reward ratio is off the charts there because you have an invalidation level. We should not be coming back and closing below that. So if we do, right, your invalidation level is right there. So that's kind of the worst case scenario that Chainlink should do. Could we possibly revert higher, right? Could we bounce sooner? Of course. And that is maybe the odds, at least initially. So where do we look at? Well, I'm glad you asked. The EMA 8 right there, EMA 8, the red line, that will change week over week, even day over day. But as of right now, the EMA 8 on the weekly, you can see on the top left there, 1175. So that's where we're at as of now. That will change. You can see the EMA ribbon. So that's that. That I would definitely be looking to load up more there. If you missed this initial part, no guarantees that holds. And if it doesn't, you have 2 more safety nets below that. You have the EMA 14 in the purple and the EMA 21 in the yellow, right? You can see that been pretty much sideways for just a couple days now, but now we're starting to move up, and oftentimes these big rallies do have throwbacks to one of those 3, if not all of them. So let's go back in history and take a look-see, right? Let's say we're not in this mode yet, right? This is like going to full bull up only mode. Alt season is here in full force, right? I don't think we're there yet. However, I do think we're in somewhere in this area. So looking at Chainlink back in, years prior, the good old heydays of, 50-cent Chainlink, right? Look at the breakout. Look at the zone going all the way from April of 2018 to all of May of 2019 before we broke out. Sound familiar? Big consolidation level, multiple attempts to get out, and then rejection, right? Rejection, initial form right there at 55 cents. Fast forward, 7 months later, again, rejection off of 55 cents, right? This should be ringing some bells here, right? Again, attempt again, rejection, attempt one final time, and move back. Look at where we're hitting here, right? All these moves, where are they going, right? EMA 8, 21, 14, right? You see in a pattern here. I mean, we're on closing prices here. Look at the EMA 8, hold. even if the EMA doesn't hold, right? Where's the next one go? EMA 21. The EMA 8 to the 21 is very often your friend in a bull market or an up zone, uptrend. Those are the levels you want to be having orders in at if you're wanting to accumulate more, not just of Chainlink, of any coin, altcoins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever you want to go at. Those 3 moving averages are your friend. Okay, so that is the big move. There's a breakout. And do I think we're in this area? Are we up here? What if we've broken out? No, this is different times, and it's nowhere near alt season, right? Bitcoin dominance is very high. It's still at 52%. To have a true alt season, we're going to need Bitcoin dominance to take a kaput, right? So let's just look at that real quick. Bitcoin dominance, right? Looking at the weekly chart here. Very likely going to go to the upper 50s before it comes back down, right? Look at the breakout here of Bitcoin dominance. Major zone, breakout, come back, hold the EMA 21. You can't even make this stuff up, right? Holding 8, 14, or 21. No matter what you're looking at, right? That's the trend. We're at the EMA 8 now, could very well bounce here. And Bitcoin dominance being so high, you want to refrain from thinking an alt season is just around the corner, right? Alt season happens in this mode right here. When you make this move and then go down this way, down, Bitcoin dominance down, alt season much more likely to happen. Bitcoin dominance in a massive uptrend, not likely. We're right just around the corner. I think likely several months away still, early 2024, we get to our true alt season, and then, hold on to your butts, right? Okay, so back to Chainlink. Let's wrap this ship up. So that's what we're looking at for, that's what we're looking at for Chainlink. For if you're wondering, when the hell do I buy more? I'm too scared to buy here, and you should be, right? Probably shouldn't be loading up your bags after 173% rally in 49 days, right? Probably not the smartest. You wait for a throwback. Where are we going to get it at? EMA 8, 14, 21, or this zone. Worst case scenario. You better, that'd be a gift if we come back down to, $9, $10. So don't piss it away if you're lucky enough. All right. So that's Chainlink. Gaussian channel still looking spectacular. The weekly still hasn't turned green yet, but as of, last week, we just turned the 5-day Gaussian channel green, put out a video on that. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. Bollinger Band's looking still spectacular. Same thing, right? EMA 8, 14, 21, use it on the daily, use it on the weekly, anything you want, right? Look at this. EMA 8, bounce, right? EMA 8, we're here again. Could we bounce? Of course, right? Now, we haven't talked about the upwards target, so let's go back to the weekly really quick and look at if Chainlink does not want to chill just yet, where could we possibly go? Well, you got to go back and look. Let's take off the Gaussian channel. It's a little bit easier to read here, right? So we're looking at, previous zones or previous levels where we reversed before. So step 1 was really down here, and Chainlink just disregarded that and just blew right through that roadblock, right? So next level, look at this high here, $18 on the weekly, and that's even a little bit more significant than that one peak, right? Let's go look at that a little bit closer. Look at this zone. I would put this as a zone here, right? This is going to be a big one. On the weekly chart, this is it. Right, previous support held on the top, and you see how it broke through here, came back and retested and held resistance. Look at that. Valley, flip to peak, flip to peak. This is our resistance zone, absolutely, when we get to it. So that price point starts around 18 and goes all the way up to like 19. $18 to $19 level will be huge for Chainlink when we get to it. Have we already gotten to it? We're very damn close, aren't we? So don't be surprised if you see Chainlink make a rally up to this level, right? It should not surprise you. And also what shouldn't surprise you is what? A hold or another resistance. Often, certainly after this epic rally, very likely we're not going to see a closing price above here. However, nothing's for sure, right? No, there's no guarantees in crypto or any kind of trading, but you would take that as a massive bullish sign for Chainlink if we can somehow close above $19, because previous support flip to resistance, final bear power move down and stuck to purgatory down here, finally broken out. So when and if we get to the $18, $19 area, I would not be surprised at all if we hold that, at least initially. Maybe we do something, whatever along the lines of this, and then kind of trend down. Maybe we retest the EMA 8 somewhere around here, then bounce, right? Something like that. Or we kind of just throw some exhaustion here now, come back down and chill at this zone somewhere, the rest of the year, or, going into early next even, and then make a new power move to the upside. But it's all going to depend on Senior Bitcoin, right? We're going to have to watch Bitcoin. I put out Bitcoin videos every day in my Patreon Telegram group. So if you want to learn more, stay up to date on, daily stuff. We talk about DXY, US dollar index, put out daily content there, more than what you see here, obviously, on YouTube. So if you're interested, try it out for this bull run. If you don't like it, you can leave. No harm, no foul. We also have a free one. Put a little bit much less content there. But, for people that want to learn, that's why I created Patreon. No frills approach, just pure as much data as possible. So check that out in the link below. If you have any questions, send me a message. I'll do my best to get to it. Also have a Twitter. Follow me there. Let's get to the good stuff. Quote and car of the day. November 13th. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Couldn't agree more. By one of my favorite guys in history. All right. Car of the day. Throwback. Retro. Any guesses? If you said Ferrari, you're half right. Any guesses at the model? If you got this one, kudos to you. 288 GTO, Rockstar. Still looks good. I mean, look at this. Look down here. Ferrari embossed in the steel. I mean, I bet they're not doing that anymore. They don't make them like they used to, right? But who knew that in the 80s and 90s you could get black exhaust? That's the first that I've ever seen. I mean, now it's kind of modern and trendy. Right, a lot of McLarens do that, Lambos, right? But back in the 80s and 90s, black exhaust, cutting edge. I like it. Kind of stealth looking, even back then. Still looks great. A little dated, but, I mean, I'd still rock it, wouldn't you? All right, I'll see you on the next one. See you on Patreon. If you want to learn more, ask more questions, let me know. I'm here to help you.